Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate them. Sorry, I've been sort of sidetracked lately. I've been missing readings, and I've just been really busy with promotions at work and shifting into new positions and things of that nature and trying to adjust. And so, oh God, that's gonna ring anytime. And I have a new Ring doorbell that anytime the cat walks by the front door, I get my phone chimes. I don't know how to turn it off. Anyways, and it picks up the cat every time he walks by the front door. At least I know where my cat is when he's outside now. So, this is for Wednesday, the 20th of October. It's not solely set for that date. If you watch my readings, you understand that they're taken when you see them, rather than the date that they were created for originally. If this doesn't apply, that's okay. Nothing's wrong or broken. You're just working on something different. Take what you need from the reading and leave the rest. Figure out where it best applies in your life or in your situation, if at all. Just an interesting point is we have a full moon, I guess, this Wednesday. And it is in, I think, the sign of Aries, which should be rather dynamic. It looks like it is the full moon, if I'm not mistaken, at 10:57 a.m. So be prepared for that energy. That should be interesting, dynamic, powerful, can-do energy. Let's see what the cards are. Let me see here. And we've got, Knight of Wands. Perfect Aries energy. Actually, this card is more associated with the sign of Sagittarius, but it is fire sign energy for sure. And we've seen 3 of the Knights this week, actually, now that I think about it, because in the beginning of the week we had that Knight of Swords energy, which would be more air, which feeds fire, right? And then we had Knight of Pentacles in yesterday's reading. So there's a lot about, like, to me, the theme here this week is about maybe doing service unto others or being of service and in some way doing service unto ourselves, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when we do the right thing by others, we're actually doing more for ourselves in the process. That's kind of like the role of the knight, in my opinion. I sort of feel like he's, Joe, upstanding, doing the right thing for the right reasons, being loyal. Each of the elements, has to do with sort of what area we might be working in our life, like fire, earth, or water, or air. But somewhere, maybe for some of you specifically, you've set your mind in motion first at the beginning of this week. Now you're kicking off and taking action. You grounded some of those thoughts that might have been like a little bit impulsive at first, but now through that grounding of the Knight of Pentacles yesterday, making some more stable decisions or looking at some of the smaller details, this Knight of Wands would indicate, okay, I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to take steps towards whatever it is I'm working on or towards or whatever it is that I want and desire. Remember, Wands has to do with that desire there. Sagittarius is a great sign, and this card is usually associated with it. Sag is a mutable sign of it's the mutable range of the fire signs. So it's expansive, it's flexible, it's got give, right? Where it can adapt really well. The mutable signs adapt very well. Sagittarius is also associated with the planet Jupiter, which is a very benefic, opportunistic, like gift-giving planet, expansive in that way. So expect opportunities to expand whatever it is we're working on, to be excited about it, to be able to give others things that maybe they need, and in the process we sort of benefit from that too. Remember, we have that Four of Wands energy in the middle of the week too, and Wednesday would be our midweek card. We have this full moon in Aries. Four of Wands is all about soulmate connection, and I kind of bridge the Four of Wands, not just in like a soulmate connection to another individual, but maybe we found something we really love to do. Or maybe we have found a place where we belong and we feel seen. And we're loving that feeling, right? Whatever it is, to me, the Four of Wands indicates that sort of head over heels in love with whatever it is that is on our plate or whatever it is that we're looking at and we want. The Knight of Wands is going to pursue that with desire. He's going to come in hot, right? Sometimes the Knight of Wands lacks staying power, so we want to, because fire burns so strong and hard, but we want to remember, and we also have this full moon in Aries, right? Full moons are for releasing. But Aries is also the child of the zodiac. I think its phrase is "I demand." So it's very much an in the moment kind of um, act first, think later sort of energy, right? So whatever's sort of maybe not working for us, or whatever we feel as though we, at first glance need to let go of, maybe trust that impulsive sort of nature, right? And the reason why I say trust that, I'm usually going to be a little bit more careful about that, but because of the alignment of the Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Aries full moon, all of that fire working together, I think we can, and we also saw not only the Knight of Swords, but we saw he underpinned the early part of this week, but we saw the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very grounded, discerning card. I want to say the majority of us have done our homework. On the opposite hand, if you are being consumed by all this fire energy and maybe you're not taking action, or it's eating at you, you're being called to do something and you're maybe not willing to make the move or take action, that could burn you up, for lack of a better term, right? And so be aware of that if some of you are experiencing all of this fire energy negatively. But really, with that Four of Wands in there, I don't think it's a negative experience. I think this is about taking action towards making what it is we want, right? So let's look at the Oracle card. Ooh, love it. Rabbit. So instantly think about speed, swiftness, cleverness, magic in a way, pulling a rabbit out of a hat. And I also think about the first thing that popped into my mind is fertility, right? And fertility to me, rabbit would be more of an earth sign. Do not eat that cord, please. He would be more of an earth sign kind of animal to me. But what I like about him is he's also associated with the magic of the spirit, because he kind of can be pulled out of a hat, and he's a symbol that's very much associated with magic in a way. But he also has that fertility aspect, meaning the creation is high in this one, is my feeling. The spiritual nature of all of this fire is high. There's opportunity here to be fruitful, to be fertile, to take steps or big giant leaps towards what it is we want, we desire. The only warning I would have, aside from being maybe consumed in this and fighting against it, right? Because that would be where we would be consumed and not willing to take action. That would be where it would become uncomfortable or maybe painful. I would say that I just sort of lost my train of thought there, because I just had this weird flash that there might be somebody specifically watching this, that Four of Wands is maybe somebody that they love dearly that they can't be close to. And that could be their focus and they can't move towards it in some way. I'm not sure exactly. They're too afraid, because rabbit can also represent fear. So that might be for just one specific one of you. There might be something that you're looking at that you really desire, that you really want. You want to use the power of maybe this full moon to, release and move forward towards it, but you're not sure you can actually have it for some reason. But that's not the majority of this reading. The majority of this reading, I feel like it's a very opportune time to make things happen. This is, remember, we end this week with that Ten of Cups, which is a very abundant, prosperous, emotionally available card. So we are going to take all of this fire that is consuming us and propelling us forward and douse it out with a shit ton of water, for lack of a better term, but in a good way, right? That's going to benefit us, that's going to bring us and those around us. And that's also why this, that Ten of Cups is about completions for the entirety of the, the chapter, right? And not just us, but those around us that we love. The Ten of Cups is about providing for ourselves and those that we care most about. Now, we look at all these knights this week, and what do knights do? They provide for the queens or the kings or the realm, right? And so all of this service, whether we're doing it for ourselves or for others, it is benefiting us in some way, shape, or form. Does that make sense? So keep that in mind as you move forward today. Use rabbit to make magic, to be fertile with ideas, thoughts, movements, actions. Use the fiery nature and that wonderful heat that the Knight of Wands brings to pursue your goals today and make it happen, guys. And remember, we have the beautiful energy on that malachite, which is that heart chakra. So be prepared for that to be maybe welling up in you a little bit, especially with the Knight of Wands, because he's a very passionate card. He's also, and then we have that Four of Wands underneath it, so that's even more passion and love and an endearment. So here is your grounding stone for the day. Relax. Okay, hoes, relax, calm, palmate. Yes, the energy is going to feel a little live wire with the full moon and it being so fiery. And that rabbit has a little bit of a, I would say nervous nature to it, or a higher metabolism. They move at a quicker pace. Relax while you're in this. Trust your gut, trust your spirit, trust that sort of initial guidance. That's also that sort of childlike behavior of Aries that's in the full moon. It might feel a little bit unplanned or impulsive, but work with it and make it, make it your bitch in a way. And relax while doing it. Enjoy. Understand that all of this serves a purpose. Keep your energy light, compassionate, loving, and move forward through this. Harness this energy and make it happen for you. That is your forecast. Please hit the thumbs up button, share out, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. This should be an amazing week, and I'm excited to see how it all plays out. Oh, and leave a question or comment. Bye-bye.